Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sandhya and I'm a travel vlogger, and if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and click on the subscription button. And also I'm super active on my social media channels and I'm leaving all the links in the description below. So guys, finally the domestic travels are open, and most of the people like us who got stuck away from home or away from workplace and we have the urge to travel, but please only travel when it's absolutely necessary. So in this vlog I'm going to cover all the things how to travel in the new normal, and also what precautions you should take and what to expect from the airlines and everything. So stay tuned. So guys, the first thing is booking tickets, and even going ahead and booking the tickets, please download the Aarogya Setu app and make sure that you answer all the questions, and if only you have this green tick to permit to travel, then only the airlines will allow you to travel. And also make sure whatever destination state that you're going, what are the laws. Like for example, Bangalore wanted me to register in this link. There is a dedicated link to register before entering the Karnataka state. However, West Bengal, there were no restrictions, so make sure you check that. And next comes the ticket booking. So what I noticed when I was trying to book tickets is, like, metro to metro, there is a lot of frequency of flights. You will not have any problem. Either of your city is non-metro. Like for example, I was trying to book tickets from my hometown Visakhapatnam to Siliguri, and both are non-metro towns. So hence I had a lot of problem finding flights, and also the flights are very expensive. So finally I managed to book a ticket for 12,000 rupees, and it's a connecting flight which has a technical layover in Kolkata, but they cancelled the flight 2 days before the departure, and then I had to start checking for other flights. Then I went ahead and booked a connecting flight, but it was not a direct connecting flight. So what I did was I checked the morning flight from Vizag to Bangalore, and then there's a 4 hours layover in between and in Bangalore airport, and then I took one more flight from Bangalore to Siliguri. So that's how I could come. But trust me guys, it is a very expensive affair, especially traveling from a non-metro to metro. But if you're traveling from metro to metro, it is very easy to get the tickets. But please be prepared for last minute cancellations, because I heard horrifying stories, people getting stuck at the airport and the flights got cancelled. So guys, the next step is reaching to airport. So you have to reach at least 2 hours in advance, and I'm not sure how busy the metro airports would be, because when I was traveling from Vizag airport, and it's being a small town, I could see a lot of queues. And trust me guys, people are traveling, and my flight was full. So before reaching the airport, make sure you take the print of your boarding pass, and the airlines will also ask you to take the print of the baggage tags, but that does not work properly, so that you can get it at the airport. Carry a valid ID card, and then also a self-declaration form which is duly signed. So these are the things which is required, before going to the airport. So guys, for protection, I wore fully covered clothes. This I wore because I want to look beautiful on camera now. But I wore fully covered clothes, and I wore this N95 mask, and as an extra precaution, I also wore this helmet and surgical gloves. So this helmet I bought for 250 rupees in a medical shop. So yes, so once you reach the airport, so your bags will be sanitized, and then there will be a thermal screening, and they will also check your Aarogya Setu app status. And also before entering the airport, you also have to scan your boarding pass in one of the kiosks. So this is totally a no contact process, and I really impressed the way the airport authorities have planned it. As soon as you enter inside the airport, everything is normal, and you have to scan your baggages, and then you have to proceed to the check-in counter. The check-in counters are also normal, except that you have to follow the social distancing protocol. So once you go into the check-in counter, there also you can show your printed boarding pass, and in case if you fail to print, the airlines are printing the boarding pass, and you have to check in the baggage. So here comes the catch. So some airlines are accepting up to 20 kgs of check-in baggage. That is only one check-in baggage, and some airlines are accepting up to 22 kgs. So make sure you take only one check-in baggage, and also check the terms and conditions before booking the flight. And also the cabin baggage is not allowed. There is only one small baggage is allowed, but not like us where we used to travel with a laptop bag and then a cabin baggage. So I didn't know this rule, so I carried my cabin baggage, and I had to pay for excess baggage, not because I carried excess luggage, it's because they removed the 2 cabin baggages, so they considered my laptop bag as a cabin baggage. so I had to check in both the suitcases. So this you have to be careful of. So once you check in, and then comes the security. So security check is also very normal, but there is also a kiosk to scan your boarding pass, and then nobody will touch your luggage during the security check. You just have to put all your luggage in the trays, and then it will pass through security. But I noticed all the trays are getting sanitized very frequently. In fact, my laptop almost got wet because of the sanitization process. So guys, next is boarding gates, and everything is normal there except every alternate seat is marked, it's crossed out so that you're not supposed to sit.
I repeat, passengers seated on 25 to 30 rows, please step forward for the boarding, and I would request passengers kindly maintain the safe distance. I repeat, I would request passengers kindly maintain the safe.
And also, just before the boarding gate, they will give you this safety kit. So it has a self-declaration form, and then it has a mask, and then it has a face helmet, and also a little bottle of sanitizer. So I have not used this pack because I already carried my own stuff. So yeah, and then they also give you water bottles to drink. So guys, next is boarding the flight. So everything is normal except that you will find the air hostess and the pilot dressed up in the completely covered PPE suits. And also, please do not try to sanitize your seats because airlines are not allowing the passengers to do self-sanitizing the seats, because the airlines have already taken care of that, and they do not want mix of chemicals in the aircraft. And also, nothing is served on the plane except water, and also some airlines also restrict the usage of washroom. In case if you think that you do not need this mask and you forget to collect this mask, they do not give it to you in the aircraft. So guys, throughout the flight journey, I could not dare to remove my mask or the helmet, and I wore this mask at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and by the time I reached my home in Siliguri, it was 4:30 p.m. So almost for 12 hours, neither I used washrooms, neither I drank water, ate food, because it is quite scary. So it's like I'm trying to protect myself from the enemy whom I can't even see, and it's a scary ride. So unless you have a very strong reason to travel, that is when I think anybody should take this risk. So guys, finally my flight reached to Bangalore, and I have one more flight which I have to take to Siliguri in another 4 hours. So every state has their own deboarding rules. So when the moment they deboarded us, so there is a thermal scan, and then you have to hand over a self-declaration form, and especially Karnataka government wanted you to register in a particular link that is for people who wants to enter to Karnataka state, and there is a separate queue for them, and then they will check your temperature, and they will check your status on Arogya Setu app, and also you will be stamped on so that it is a proof that you have entered the state on a particular date, and then you are supposed to quarantine. But because my flight is a transit flight, so we have a separate path, and then even then we have to go through again thermal screening, etc., and all these things. But there is a one catcher, like if your flight connecting flight is more than 4 hours, then you are asked to wait outside the airport, because none of the cafeterias or eating joints are open inside the airport. I think I saw just one coffee shop which is open in Bangalore airport, but near the boarding gate nothing was open. So that's why they advise you to wait outside the airport so that you can eat something while you wait for your next flight. So everything is same like the Vizag airport, except that in Bangalore airport, because the airport is big, you have a self check-in counters where you can just scan your boarding pass and you can drop in your luggage. Unless you have an extra baggage, then you have to go to a manual check-in counters. So just flight boarding is the same, everything remains the same, including my panic state of mind. So finally I reached Bagdodra. So as soon as we deboarded the flight, I noticed that they started sanitizing our baggages, and then they started sanitizing the shoes, and also there was a temperature check, and you have to fill in the declaration form and you need to submit. Once you do that, then there's another counter where you have to go and get a stamp done. So this is what the stamp. So the ink is worn off in like 4 days, and it's not really effective. Unlike in Bangalore, they stamp with the date and some registration number, but here it's just this ink mark, and then they will ask you to quarantine for the next 14 days in your home. Finally my luggage has arrived, and I had a personal car and a driver, so they came to pick me up, but I'm not sure of the taxis and auto scenes outside, because I heard that there are not much of public transport available outside the airport, so you have to make sure how you arrange your transport from airport to home. And also after I reached home, I follow this protocol. Even I followed this the first time when I was traveling before before the lockdown also, that I directly went into the bathroom, I had shower, I put all my clothes for wash, and I did not let anybody touch my suitcases. I sanitized them again and washed my hands and everything. So guys, this is my experience of traveling in new normal, and trust me, it is scary and it is very weird, but then you need to have a very strong reason to take all the risk to travel. And please keep all these things in your mind, and if you have any questions how to travel on new normal, please DM me and leave a comment, and I'm going to respond to it. I hope you find this video interesting, and please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe to my channel, and if in case you want to catch up with a very interesting content. So thank you so much guys, have a nice day, bye bye.